It's shockingly, that's not the problem. Their problem is their backgrounds. The problem is the policy that it's placed against them. Even though we have fair housing, we don't have fair, equitable housing for folks that really need a second chance. So people that have criminal history, eviction history, drug history, you name it. Not to say that we're just going crazy and putting a bunch of tenants in there that are going to create bad neighborhoods and effectively have homeless shelters. That's not what we're doing. We're partnering with agencies that have been funded with grants. Just in the last year, there's $550 million reserved for this section of tenant-needed population, but there's no available housing. So these housing agencies that range from tribal to homeless to advocates for women's health, advocates for women's domestic violence issues, veterans affairs. There's all kinds of, you can go on for days, special interest groups that represent housing for tenant populations that are underserved or can't be otherwise housed. And so we partner with these agencies that do master leases sometimes, or just reserve blocks of rooms and commit to paying those monthly rents. And then they bring in their tenants that are subsidized so that they can provide them with housing and culture. And when I say culture, it's not just about making sure that somebody has a roof over their head. It's about providing them support. It's about providing them community. So when we have a VASH group, say like Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing, we partner with them to provide community events. So in our lobbies, in our common areas, we're bringing these veterans together, and we're having vocational therapy. We're having mental health sessions, for lack of a better word, just basically how to deal with life's reality and how to relate as a community of members that have been through a lot of the same life experiences. So opening up, rather than just to provide a housing, but rather the community environment, is really important to us. And while $1,000 a month seems like a lot, it does match up really well with our minimum wage when it comes to our total income for the average person that is working class, making minimum wage. They need to be spending around $1,000 a month, or less in total rental costs. That equates to between 30 and 35% of their gross take home.